Hey dolls, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing Lisa Frank inspired duck nails. Stay tuned to see the nail magic that we can create. All right, dolls, I hope you are ready for Duckland because we are going back. So, you know, I've got my peel off base coat on. I've got these duck tips that I got from SHEIN. I actually hauled those in my last haul video. I'm using the 4-in-1 nail glue by GELLEN, LGN's manicuring lamp. Getting these all glued on. I will say this was a lot easier to get these on than my previous video where I just used regular nail tips and flipped them upside down and cut them. Since these ones are made to be glued on right there, they're thinner, so definitely easier. Now, I really thought that we were done with Duckland. I didn't think we'd be going back, but here we are. And it's going to be a loud, in-your-face design. I am so happy with the way it turned out. But I figure if we're doing duck nails, it's got to be loud and proud and in your face and just ridiculous because these things are ridiculous. Again, no shade to anyone who likes these. If this is your shape, rock on. Just, they're a mess to me, but I'm kind of loving this mess. Anyways, I got those glued on. I trimmed them down. And then we're going in with Petal Pink by LGN. Bright pink with this like gold shimmer in it. And it fits so well with this design. So as always, I do my slip layer. You do not cure that. Go in with a larger amount of gel, floating that on top. I remembered from the first time to grab way more gel. So if it looks like I just grabbed like a huge glob, it's because I did. Because the first time when I was pulling it down, I wasn't getting from sidewall to sidewall because the nails were so flared and I just wasn't used to grabbing that much gel. Because for a normal nail, you don't need it. But after I laid that on, flip my finger upside down for like 30 seconds and that's what we're working with. She was a little chunky monkey, but it's okay. Nothing some filing can't help. I repeated that for all 5 nails. I am curing 30 seconds in between each nail, and then I do a final 60-second cure after I've applied it to all the nails. And this color, I love this color anyway. It's very to me, it's very summery color. But I wanted like the loudest gel I had to go with all these loud colors that we're going to be doing. And this just matched so well. And it's not to say like it's a loud color you can't wear it on its own. I have many times. So it's just perfect for this. So this is, where are we at? That was after the final cure. Of course, I wiped them off and then I'm going in with my filing. And I'm just going to show you how I thoroughly file one nail and then I'm going to skip the rest. But so I go in with my hand file, 100, 180 grit, use the coarser side. I file the sidewalls, the free edge, and like the bottom 3/4 of that nail. Get it to the thickness I want, perfecting that shape. And again, this goes against everything you're taught when you're filing because you want to bring the nail in. You want those sidewalls to be straight, not flared out like this. But this time my brain wasn't having such a brain fog like last time I didn't even, like, the mechanics were off. I didn't know what to do. This time I was a little better. After the hand file, I go in with my fine taper drill bit, and that's where I'm sealing the cuticle. That's where I'm going over the body, the apex. I'm smoothing out any lumps or bumps from my hand file. And dolls, I've explained it before, but I will probably every time. With a peel-off base coat, it is almost impossible to get those cuticles looking right. They do not want to look sealed for the death of me, and that's because there's a peel-off base coat underneath, and the more you go down, the more it wants to lift up, or you get into the peel-off base coat, and then it leaves like a white line right there, so it just never looks sealed. It never looks polished and put together. But if I use a different peel-off base coat, I can't ever get them off. Let me know if you have something in between UNT and McCart's, like that will actually come off, but not so easily to where I can actually make the nails look like they're supposed to look. Oh, but we're working with what we got. I think it looks pretty damn good. Anyways, did those steps for all the nails. Here we are. That's filed, shaped, buffed. And then I put on a layer of the BEETLES foundation gel, which is just a base gel. I'm going in with 325 from BEETLES, which is a white, nice and opaque white. For the 3 nails, you can see I painted the whole nails. For the ring and the middle, I'm doing Frenchies on this one. So again, just showing you how I map the 2 out. And then I go in, because this is a larger surface, I go in right with the polish brush. Wow, Jamie. And I fill it in. I go in with the polish brush and I fill it in. And then it's a full 60-second cure because white has a lot of pigment. So you want to make sure that you're doing a thin layer, you're fully curing it so you don't get any rippling. And then I'm going to matte all of them. So we're left with these little Newport looking guys. Then I'm going in with these 6 colors of pigment powder. I got these pigment powders, I'm not even gonna lie, probably like 5 years ago from SHEIN. They were a couple dollars. I don't tend to use pigment powders very much because they are so messy. I hate having a mess. If you saw how much of cleaning I edited out of these videos, it's ridiculous. But there was just, this wasn't going to happen with polishes. Like I have these colors and polishes, but it's just not for what I wanted to do. So anyways, I'm using all the colors that Lisa Frank is known for, all these bright in your face colors. And I'm just stamping these on, like patting them on there. And I'm going into all the colors. I'm going kind of darker at first, and then I'm like with very little powder on the brush, then I'm kind of blending them into each other and kind of fading it out. And every nail has like a different layout. All the same colors, every nail has all 6 colors, but I did the layout different on every nail. And all I'm wanting it to go on is the white. So once I get it all laid, then I do take a cleanup brush dipped in some alcohol, some 91% alcohol, and clean up that smile line part because I don't want it on the nude. And then I top coated them. So this is a non-wipe glossy top coat. Then I'm going back in with that same white polish that I painted the nails with, and I am doing zebra and cheetah print, which Lisa Frank is very known for. So I did not leave a ton of this footage in because it is so redundant. On these Frenchy ones, I'm doing like half zebra, half cheetah, and they're flipped on the nail. So this one is like left is cheetah, right is zebra, and then the middle one, left is zebra, right side of the nail is cheetah. It's gonna make more sense in a second. But so with the zebra, I just take my liner brush, get a thin coat on the brush. I apply more pressure where I start and then kind of lift the brush up as I go. And I'm just making a squiggly line. And then I will reverse it, start from the other side of the nail and do the same thing, but in the other direction. And then I like to kind of connect them at the ends, like every other one or every 2 or 3 ones, depending on how many you're doing. And it looks like a zebra. I mean, I don't know what a zebra would think about it, but I think it looks like a zebra. And then here's where I'm doing the cheetah. For the cheetah, I just took a small dotting tool and I'm almost making like C's and then U's. So I don't want them all to go in the same direction. So if I do kind of like a U on one, then next to it, I do the C so that the openings are like one's up, one's to the side. If that makes sense. I do a full 60-second cure on this. There's those 2 done. I cleaned them up. I cured them. And then I did the other nails. So I have a full zebra nail, a full cheetah nail, and then I believe the thumb is half as well. And full 60-second cure. I did not top coat those 3. I only top coated 2 Frenchies. So now that I've cured that white gel, I'm going back in with the pigment powders and I'm like reversing them. So if there's purple there and then white on top, I'm putting another color on top of that purple. Like, I don't want them to blend in. I want you to see two different color patterns on top of each other, which is gonna make so much more sense by the end of this. Apparently I'm the actual worst when I'm trying to describe what I'm doing. It's like, I don't need to teach a nail class, apparently. I don't know. Whenever I get in here and I have to tell you guys what I'm doing, I'm like, duh. I put some stuff on some stuff on some stuff. I just don't even know. Anyways, so I'm alternating the colors, putting colors on top of different colors, not putting the same color in the same area. And I'm just, again, dabbing that right onto the white. The white is cured, but I haven't done anything else to it. It's going to stick to that white because it has a tacky layer. And it's not going to stick to what we already did underneath it because I put a no wipe shiny top coat. And then, like I said, just alternate through the colors. I'm sorry if this footage is redundant. I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing, not make the video too long, too short. So that's kind of where we're at. But I love these. Like, I can't. Okay, so the first time I did duck nails, I did them like being kind of sarcastically. Like, I wanted to do something that was popular when I was in high school, design that I thought was just absolutely atrocious. And I wanted to hate them, and I thought I would, and I didn't. And then I was like, you know, I think I'm going to go back to Duckland, but I'm going to do the loudest, most colorful thing ever. And here we are. And again, I love them. So once that powder is placed, I took a big fluffy brush, wiped it off, and then you can see the alternating colors. I love it. Then I did another top coat and cured. And that's what I was left with. I went in with some gems. I went in with the Bling It gel and her summer gem box from LGN. And I used the very smallest ones, and I just did those same 6 colors right up against the cuticles on the Frenchies. And all this is the final look. I love it. I hope that you guys love it. Please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of these Lisa Frank inspired duck nails. I love them. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, dolls.